Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to Blazing Games, and today we are going to be talking about Summer Game Fest that's coming up on June 9th. Now, a lot of news and updates and stuff is going to be going on during this festivities, but the one thing I'm going to talk about is going to probably throw y'all guys for a loop, and it is the most over the hill type of clickbait person you will ever meet. This guy right here, Ed Boon. Now, Ed Boon has been saying for the longest that they're going to change up how they do their games and when their games are announced and when their games are released. Now, that was a little bit before Mortal Kombat 11 is basically pretty much dry and dead. They had the last DLC pack with Rambo, Melina, and Rain. Ever since then, they had a couple of patches, updates, stuff like that, to balance the game out, stuff like that, but no major news going on what their next project is going to be. Now, he's been tweeting out a bunch of random stuff, and everybody, including myself, has been trying to figure out what the heck he's talking about. Are we getting hints to a new game? Are we getting another DLC pack for Mortal Kombat 11? And the most that I gained from this is when he said that basically they're changing up how they do their games, how they announce their games, and how stuff comes out. So they are saying he said that it will not be what people are expecting. Now, if you've been following NetherRealm since they came back from being midway, you would know that they do Mortal Kombat, Injustice, Mortal Kombat, Injustice, Mortal Kombat. So you would think that the next project would be Injustice. I would have thought it'd been Injustice 3 too. I actually want Injustice 3. It's been a while. We got a lot of stuff going on. I think Injustice 3 would have been the perfect thing to bring out right now, but they saying it is not Injustice 3. As sad as that may be, I've been thinking about what the game could possibly be. He said it's something that we will not be expecting, but when we see it, it will all make sense. Now, people are saying it's going to be Mortal Kombat 12. It's going to be something probably brand new, a new series, something new altogether. Maybe a Marvel fighting game, maybe a Marvel versus DC fighting game. Now, I made a roster about that, and it's in one of my playlists down below. If you click on What If Games, you will see all the What If series, and one of them is Injustice versus DC. Now, I would like that to happen. That would be freaking amazing and awesome. But I'm pretty sure he got to work out a deal with Disney and all this other stuff, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to try to do that right away. So he probably might put that on the back burner. He could also be working on a Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat game. That would be cool too. But with Capcom and what they're doing lately, they haven't been really focused on the fighting games as much lately. So we could probably cancel that out as well. So I'm going to tell you guys what I think the next game is going to be, and most people might like it, most people might hate it, but hey, it is not confirmed. It's not even. It's basically take this with a grain of salt because I don't work for NetherRealm. I don't do anything with them whatsoever. I'm just giving you my honest opinion of what I think the game could possibly be. Alright, so let's break this down. NetherRealm came back with Mortal Kombat 9 when they came back with a new fighting game. They redid MK. It came with the story mode of MK 1, 2, and 3. Pretty good game, solid game. I still think I got the best katana in the world. Yeah, I mean, if you want to throw them hands, I definitely could throw them hands with a katana. If you want to play around, lose your lunch money. Feel me? But I think that if you follow the pattern, it was Mortal Kombat, and then they went on to took a couple breaks. They gave us some DLC stuff like that. But then the game was dry, and they came out with Injustice. Yeah, I mean, I'm still nice with Catwoman. Yeah, I mean, you know what that is. I can still hang with the best of them with my Catwoman. My Catwoman is vicious. So if you see me online and you want to challenge yourself, get at me. But I think they gave us Injustice, which was a solid, good game. A lot of people don't like this. It hit and miss for a lot of people, but I loved Injustice 1. Then it came with Mortal Kombat X. Again, my katana is vicious in this game. Like all my original OGs, my day ones, they know I mess with female fighting characters, so it is what it is with that. My katana is vicious. I can hang with the best of them. But MKX, they gave us a lot of DLC, and then they took a break for a minute. I think it was like a year break, and then we got an announcement for Injustice 2. And then they gave us some more DLC with MKX, which was surprising. It was what was it? The Combat Pack 2, when it had all the movie characters, smoke, and stuff like that. And then, Lord and behold, Injustice 2 came out. And yo, my Catwoman and Joker is on point. Like, I love this game. I still play this game on and off to this day. This is the best Injustice we had, besides the whole Mortal Kombat guest character things. That's my only gripe with Injustice games, when they be bringing Mortal Kombat characters into it. If Mortal Kombat characters wasn't into it, this would be a 10 out of 10 game for me. But the fact they keep bringing in Mortal Kombat characters like Scorpion, Sub Zero, and Raiden, it just it grinds my gears. I don't think Injustice needs any Mortal Kombat characters. We got so many Injustice characters or DC characters that you can choose from to be in your roster, good and bad. You know, good guys, bad characters, good characters. You know, it's a lot in that universe where you could just mix and pick whoever you want. You don't need Mortal Kombat characters in it. That's just how I feel about it. But Injustice was pretty good. Now we got Mortal Kombat 11 in the mix, and you can argue about this game's roster till you blue in the face, honestly. Like, I don't think you can please anybody when it comes down to a game roster. It's damn near impossible to please everybody when it comes to a gaming roster. But Mortal Kombat 11 had a pretty much good cast. Besides the whole 80s movie thing, everybody else is pretty cool. Is pretty cool with me. Like, everybody is pretty solid. Of course, I play with Shang Tsung and my main character's Katana, of course. But out of all of this, it got you thinking about what the next game could possibly be. What could it be? Are we gonna go to Injustice 3? Is he just trolling us like he always does? Or are we really gonna get something brand new? That is the question that everybody wants to know. And I am going to let you guys know that my personal opinion, that I think that Ed Boon is going to give us a remake of Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 3. Yes. This is going to be the game that Ed Boon is going to bring back into the catalog, and it's going to have its own NetherRealm touch on it. Don't wait. Hear me out. Don't click off the video yet. Just hear me out. If you was a fan of NetherRealm, you knew there was Midway Studios at one point in time. You mean to tell me you wouldn't be hyped to see Ready to Rumble Boxing come back? Come on, you wouldn't be hyped. Imagine the possibilities. Imagine Barack Obama versus George W. Bush, or you know Donald Trump versus Joe Biden, or Hillary Clinton versus Joe Biden. Like, the endless possibilities of boxing. Like, imagine him bringing Michael Jackson back, like a Michael Jackson versus Donald Trump. That would be hilarious to me. But I think Ready to Rumble Boxing will be a perfect way to bring it back. This is a perfect time to bring it back, where all the bullcrap is going on in the world. We need some hilarity right now, and they could probably be more brutal and more funny than before. But this would be a good fit, in my opinion. Yeah, all right. Enough joke. That was a joke. That was a joke, guys. It was a joke. But I would like to see that game come back, though. But yes, the game that's going to be coming out, and it should be announced on Summer's Game Fest. It will be Mortal Kombat 12. The NetherRealm has just celebrated 30 years of Mortal Kombat, so this would make perfect sense for them to just make another Mortal Kombat. It'll throw everything off. It'll throw the whole, okay, we getting Injustice 3, we getting Mortal Kombat 12, we getting Injustice 4, we getting Mortal Kombat 13. It'll throw everything off. And this, I honestly don't think Mortal Kombat 12 would be a good answer in my opinion, but it would make sense. And that's the words of Ed Boon. It will all make sense. 30 years of Mortal Kombat is a huge, huge deal in the gaming world. Like, if anybody is a gamer, you had to play Mortal Kombat one time in your life. It don't even matter what Mortal Kombat it was. You played Mortal Kombat one time in your life, or if you're a gamer. And Mortal Kombat 12, I think it would make sense since seeing as how it's the 30-year anniversary of Mortal Kombat, and they didn't really do a lot of DLC for Mortal Kombat 11. They gave us a couple of combat packs, and that was pretty much it. But other games that's been out since, I don't know, since 2012, hence Street Fighter 5, and it's been getting DLC after DLC after DLC. That game life cycle is like nowhere near close to being dead. And if they do a Mortal Kombat 12, I'm pretty sure they're gonna really like keep up to date and give us a lot of DLC packs. That would make sense in the eyes of Ed Boon. But to me, I think Ed Boon is trolling us again. I don't think it's going to be Mortal Kombat 12. I honestly don't think it's going to be Mortal Kombat 12 at all. It To me, when he says when the game trailer comes out, it will all make sense. And to me, when I think about it, the only game that's going to make sense to me, if it is Mortal Kombat 12, okay, I'll accept it. But if it is a game that's going to make sense to me, it would be this game. This game makes the most sense to me. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe 2. The possibilities of characters is endless. It's just endless. Like, we can do so much, and as a matter of fact, if Ed Boon wants to put some twists on it, it could be 2 versus 2. You can do the 3 versus 3, like on Dragon Ball Fighters. It's just so much that you can do, and they have their own versus game. They already had their own versus game, Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, the first one. Even though a lot of people didn't like it, I liked it personally. I think it was a good game. The story mode was kind of funny, but maybe that's Ed Boon's sense of humor. But this game will be the most sense to me if they're not going to go with their normal Mortal Kombat, Injustice, Mortal Kombat, Injustice. This would be a twist, and why not? In my opinion, it's the perfect antidote to me, honestly. Like, okay, we're not getting Mortal Kombat 12, we're not getting Justice 3, we're getting this. Cool. I think everybody will be rejoiced for it because they can do a lot much better with the graphics, and they can take their time doing story mode. The DLC packs is endless. Like, oh my god, especially if they do a 3 versus 3. We already know, Injustice rosters usually be about 30 characters. So that's 15 for Mortal Kombat, 15 for the DC Universe. And then the DLC packs can be like 3 at a time. Like, you can do and honestly, I would like NetherRealm to do a lot of DLC with this game. Even if it's not 3-on-3, if it's like 1-on-1, I want to see them do it like at least 4 combat packs or 4, you know, injustice packs, or whatever they're gonna call it nowadays. Whatever they're gonna call it, I think they should just have like more than just 2 to 3 packs. Make the life circle big, make the roster as huge as you can make it. Add extra story modes, add extra game modes, add Now, I don't have a problem with another one when they come to they content, because when they bring out a game, they content, you can do so much in their games. You don't have to just do online. They always have a story mode. Ain't nobody touching NetherRealm when it comes to story modes. No one will ever come close to touching now. Capcom need to take notice, honestly. But their story mode is going to be great. They can add extra story mode, like they did in Mortal Kombat 11. The online is going to be crazy, as always. You can do so much online stuff. But this game would be the perfect antidote for everybody. It'll make everybody happy. It'll make all the Injustice fans happy. Make Mortal Kombat fans happy. Me, I'd be happy either way. if we get Injustice 3 or Mortal Kombat 12. But I think this will be the perfect game to balance out their people, throw people off, because now you could be like, oh crap, all right, well now this came out. What are we gonna get next? Are we getting MK12 or are we getting Injustice 3? You know, the thing will be, it'll be up in the air because now you got 3 games in your catalog that a lot of people are going to be trying to look at. Like, okay, what's the next installment? It got to be Mortal Kombat 12 then. No, because they bring this out. So now it's going to be like, okay, what's coming after this? Is it going to be Injustice or is it going to be Mortal MK12? What is it going to be? So to me, this will be the perfect scenario for them to come out at Summer Games Fest and announce something like this. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't even think they're going to announce anything. But since Summer Game Fest is coming around, a lot of developers is coming out showing some stuff off for their future projects, and stuff is coming out in the future. This will hype up the whole entire summer, especially if you see a 2023 release date, like early 2023 or late 2023. This would have everybody hyped for the whole entire summer to see what's going on. Because if they announce this, best believe they're gonna have a combat show probably 2 weeks later, showing you some stuff off with the game, what the stuff is going on, the story mode, stuff like that. They always hook you up when they give a presentation of or a trailer for a new game. Like a couple of weeks later, you'll probably see, like, it'll be like, okay, well, future combat league coming up in, I don't know, July 2022 or August 2022 or October 2022. They'll do something like that, get you prepared and hyped for it. So I'm pretty sure NetherRealm is not going to let you down when it comes to that. When they do decide to show off their next game, this is just something that I would like to see. And let me know what you guys think down below. Do y'all think it will be Mortal Kombat 12? Do you think it'll be Injustice 3? Or do you think it'll be actually they'll do this instead? Let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.